This is the AAE Cavalier Extended Clicker. This is a clicker that I found appropriate for my Samick Sage in conjunction with this SF Velocity Carbon Pro sight. I'm showing you the end of the sight so you can see this wedge design that sits on the block. The way this clicker works is it doesn't actually bolt onto the bow itself, but sits within that wedge and then gets turned down with a couple of these set sides pieces here that could be added on. You'll find that the one that comes installed on the bow is slightly too big and the next one is slightly too small. I'll show how this goes on and why it's too small and the slight adjustments that can be made with some sandpaper to get everything working just fine for your bow. We could see here with the first one that actually comes with the device already attached. With the screw all the way down in position, the wedge is too small. I could slide it back and forth. If I put on the next size up, which is this one right here, I won't even be able to get a thread turned on the screw. This one is already too big. So what I'm going to do is simply take two pieces of sandpaper, a rough one, and this sits at about, I believe, in the 200s, and then a smooth one just to finish it, and this one sits in the 600s. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand away at that wedge until I'm able to get a sufficient amount of turns and have it just right. Because remember, I'm doing this for my sight, for my bow. So I want a custom fit, have a nice fit. And it says that it only requires a couple of turns, just get that nice and tight. This is obviously going to be adjusted to get your draw length that you're looking for from your bow. It's going to be locked down and never moved again. But fit and finish is important. So we're going to sand that piece down and get it right where we want it to be. By checking and sanding and reevaluating, we could keep coming back until we have the perfect fit. So let's start sanding now. After a course of sanding, it's a good idea to clean off the surface, have a look, then bring it over to the device and see how it fits. We don't want to over sand it. It's easier to take material off, but it is impossible to put material back on. Do this over and over again and take your time until you have the perfect fit. With a little time and a whole lot of patience, being sure not to cut off too much. Just enough can be taken off to set it exactly where it needs to be. Ensure that there's a little too much left, obviously, so there's enough to bite down and hold it securely. Then take the screw, run it through. There's more than enough turns to lock this thing down. Now you have a custom fit clicker for your Velocity, SF Velocity sight for your bow. Should be all set up now. Go down to the range, have somebody take a look at what 28 inches represents for your arrows, set it up on your sight, lock it down, and you're done. Thanks for watching.